Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the goddamn best show on the internet.
What did I just say? We literally talked about this 2 minutes ago.
Is that a swear now?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
But isn't like most of the world atheists? Or at least like
I don't know.
Man.
I don't think YouTube cares about that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like what's the word for the ones that are just like, hey, like, you know, it could be anything. Is that the
agnostic?
The agnostics?
The agnostics, yes.
Yeah, I think that's me. I think that's where I fall.
I'm a bit agnostic, I'll say.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, what the fuck? I mean,
I like eggs. Scramble them up. Put some
Dude,
cheese
a good
on
omelet.
Them. I do like a good
peppers,
omelet.
Onions.
Yeah. You know what is kind of an underrated snack meal? More of a meal. More of a plate, I would say. There's like a good tofu scramble.
A tofu scramble. Okay.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because tofu has no flavor.
That's true.
But when it is up to you to tell your story with a tofu scramble. It is a choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You
right.
Like,
are you gonna go light side? Are you gonna go dark side?
You can go light side, dark side. Like how you gonna spice it up? What types of fillings you're gonna put into it?
Could be anything.
The options are endless.
But the thing is, I think I've had tofu before.
Okay.
Like, you know, when me and the missus were first dating, she was vegetarian.
Yeah.
So, you know, she would get the tofu whenever we went to Moe's, she would get the tofu option type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I tried it at one point.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I wasn't a fan of it. But also, if it doesn't taste like anything, is it even there? Like if a tree falls in the forest.
Yeah.
And no one's around to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it just fucking chips and shit? Tofu burritos. Exactly.
We hit the 3 minute and 25 second. That's okay. You know, we'll figure it out the next time. Next week we'll have it all down. Yeah.
We haven't done this in a week.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pent up energy.
Well, yeah, we haven't done this in a week because we do it weekly. This is our weekly broadcast.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Did we not do it last week?
We didn't do it last week.
Oh, we didn't. That's right.
No.
Oh my goodness. No. We haven't done this in a week.
I know. That's why kind of and it's on a Thursday tonight.
It's a Thursday.
So like
it's not our normal broadcast night, which means no one's going to be watching. Patrick Fenton's watching probably.
Fucking
what's airing tonight for
Dynamite?
Is Dynamite or Dark or
that was yesterday.
I can't keep track of these damn shows, man. Like, there's too many of them.
I will say, though, if to start off with a little bit of the wrestling talk here, I did, in fact, watch the Elimination Chamber. They piqued my interest enough.
Really?
For me to, 3 days after it happened, turn on the Elimination Chamber and watch it in sections.
Well, I mean, like, the thing aired at like 2 a.m.
Who's got the time?
I was sleeping at that time. I could have stayed up, but I rather have slept. So I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume you as a Supermark, you've seen the show.
I have not.
You have not seen the show?
I have not gone back and watched it. No. I was going to over the weekend, but we had guests with us, and I didn't want to be rude. So
not wrestling fans, clearly.
I mean, we actually did watch a lot of Macho Man promos.
I mean, well, that's just an evening.
Yeah,
that's a wonderful evening.
And our friend's son, who was there too, like, he became Macho Man over the weekend. He was literally like everywhere we went. He just started quoting the Cream of the Crop promo.
Oh well,
so I was like,
of course,
my work here is done.
Exactly. He's got the best comeback now
the youth
for the rest of elementary school.
Yes. And hey, Patrick Fenton is here. Hey, welcome, Patrick. Yeah, no, I did not watch it. I was going to, and then just time gets away from us all. So I just basically read about it and watched some clips, and I feel like I know everything.
You know what happened. You know what happened.
Like it's kind of like when people describe like a really good show that I should watch, where I'm like, I hear everything you're saying.
Right.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a follow up to our last conversation about another show, which we'll talk to after about Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
That we talked about the last time we did this show. But anyway, so I watched the goddamn Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
All right. They wrote me in after we went to the Royal Rumble, and after everything that's happened, I was intrigued enough, and you, sir, went on social media and said something that a lot of people had issue with, which was that CM Punk is not actually hurt. A lot of people have wagged their finger at you, sir.
And I wag it right back. And I say, you don't know that I'm wrong.
That's true.
Nobody knows. Like, nobody can say whether or not I'm truly wrong.
It is still possible.
It's
that he is not hurt.
You are going to get CM Punk in a physical altercation in the ring, not backstage, but in the ring. He will. If it happens backstage, then all bets are off. I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go from there.
A camera will be there.
But it will be on camera and receive a glorious pop.
It will.
In some form or another, he will be in action at
How
WrestleMania.
about that, folks? He's doubling down.
I don't have cash on me, but take my money.
He's putting it all on Punk.
Yep, putting it all on Punk.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that pays off for you, pal. But so I decided to watch this show. And I have 3 main takeaways from the show.
Okay.
And I don't watch regularly. Okay. I kind of know what's going on. I don't look for like what did everybody think of the show. So I don't know if this is like a controversial statement.
Okay.
That I'm about to say.
Okay.
3 things. Number 1, the women's match was way fucking better than the men's.
I would believe it.
It was just like the Rumble. The women's chamber match was like miles better than the men's.
Okay.
Takeaway number 2, the men's. Listen, spoilers if you haven't heard. Drew McIntyre won the Rumble, or not the Rumble, but the chamber match. Drew McIntyre won the chamber match. Listen, folks, if you're gonna end a match on fucking heat, and not just like cheap, like the cheapest of heat, of like the guy who was eliminated punches the other dude and then he just gets pinned. Like, can we shorten the match to like 20 minutes?
How long was the match?
Because this motherfucker went Broadway.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, dudes are just doing other dudes' taunts to kill time. Like, we can shorten this up a little bit, especially on such a fucking heavy heat finish.
You know, that's a great point. And that's one that I haven't really thought about in a long time is, look, I've got no issue with a fuck finish.
Oh, no, yeah.
I've got no issue with shenanigans.
I built my career on that. I said I built my career on that.
You built your career on that. So I got no problem with those types of finishes. I got no problem with just having everything end in heat and sending the TV fans home unhappy. Like, fine. But you make a great point. If that's going to be what you're going to do, shorten everything.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it was a 4-match card. So, like, just throw another match on there.
Yeah.
Shorten the men's chamber so that when Drew's fuck finish happens, like, people are like, well, that's fucking shitty. But, like, at least we didn't sit through 45 fucking minutes of Kevin Owens, like, talking to the other dude in the chamber.
Right.
Who's on the other side.
Right.
Just because, like everyone's blown up.
Yeah.
In the first 10 minutes. So, Like let's keep it going.
Mm-hmm,
You know, don't kill the momentum of the show.
mm-hmm.
And the last takeaway, probably the biggest takeaway. How long have they been doing the Elimination Chamber?
Ooh.
Do we know?
Patrick Fenton, let us know in the chat if we get this wrong. I want to say like 07, 08. Like Eric Bischoff was the Raw GM.
Right. When did Shawn Michaels have the shit brown tights?
Right.
That's what we really need to know.
I almost want to say it was like 04, 05, actually.
They've been doing it for a while. Is the point.
Yeah.
Right? So Patrick Fenton in here. Patrick Fenton says, my issue with the finish is that the referee just let Paul lay there for like 5 minutes. Meanwhile, they're all over Styles to be there in 5 seconds. The referee looks like idiots. It was, and then he also says Elimination Chamber 2002.
I just pulled it up. Holy cow. It's been 22 years?
See, Fenton, I have to disagree with you there. And I'm only going to say this because AJ Styles was not supposed to be the match number 1. Number 2, he was a fresh dude. Flew all the way to Australia to do a run-in spot. If someone asked me to spend 16 fucking hours on a plane to do a 2-minute run-in, I would tell you I'll do a taped promo. And that will be fine.
But what if they're giving you a free vacation to Australia?
I mean, if I get to pet a koala.
Like,
you
dude,
know, like,
I don't know if, like, their social media, everybody was petting koalas, picking up drop bears.
Picking up the drop bears.
Yeah, doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, like, I imagine he got paid, and they were like, we'll fly out with your family, you know, have a vacay. Kind of
it would have to be.
Yeah.
It would have to be. But anyway, so since 2002, right? And the chamber has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Since its first incarnation. You would think by fucking now they would figure out how to light the fucking cage. Because god damn it, if not every time they did a fucking medium to like wide shot of Drew fucking McIntyre,
right,
the shadow of the bar of the cage was right over his fucking face every single time.
Oh, sure.
Like, guys, this is a $1 billion company. Can we put some LEDs in the fucking cage?
That's a
Can
good
we
point.
see the dude's face? For fuck's sake.
Do they not?
Goddamn.
Do they really not light the inside of the cage? I mean, it has all that
Dude,
space.
it was fucking horrible.
Really?
Every time they cut to like the shot of like the guy who's inside the cage by the post shooting in the ring, every single time, whatever they fucking did with the goddamn lighting rig, the shadow was cast directly on the upper half of whoever the fuck was wrestling. It was so distracting, and it was one of those things of like, they do that overhead shot. They do the overhead shot of the LED lights lighting up the different sections of the cage. Like, there's lights in there already. Just put one in every fucking corner. Put a goddamn fucking spotlight in every corner, eliminate your fucking shadows, and then as a viewer, I'm not like, good fucking God Almighty. Do they have a budget of 4 people? They run out of time? Like, what the fuck? Other than that, it was okay. It was a solid show.
It's good. It's good to know. Yep.
But I did think that, you know, now going into WrestleMania, we have obviously the main event for probably Sunday, which is going to be Cody and Roman.
Yeah.
And then you have Saturday's main event, which is going to be Drew and Seth.
Yep.
Possibly another a Rock and Cody thing happening on Saturday.
I could see a Rock and Cody thing happening on Saturday.
So you have tickets, sir. You're going. Do you feel like you are in for a good time?
I do. I feel like it's going to be a wonderful time. Granted, it's going to be a 12-hour broadcast for both nights. But I think, and like the only thing I really know that's happening for sure is like the one main event, which is going to be Cody Roman. You're going to get Seth and Drew with a run-in from CM Punk. So, like, yeah, like I'm excited for those. I think that there's good stories there. You're going to get Bayley and Io, which I think will be a great match, even though, like, nobody's promoting it or talking about it, which is a shame. And then I think now you're getting Becky and Rhea.
That's right. Yep.
So, like, that'll be, like...
That could main event night one. Like, that really could be the main event.
I wouldn't be surprised if that main event's night one. Just because I feel like Becky is positioned as a top star within that side of the company. Rhea is definitely the top women's wrestler in the company right now.
By a mile.
So I think that I absolutely think you could have that main.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I will say, so I put on spoilers, folks. Like, I watched the main event tonight of Elimination Chamber. So I watched the Rhea because I did read a little bit on that. Like, some people thought the match was horrible. Some people thought it was fine.
The women's match?
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. It, like, I understand it was a main event because it was her hometown, home country, all that shit. Other than that, it shouldn't have been the main event. But like, as far as like the match quality goes, but other than that, it was a fine match.
Sure.
But the one thing I enjoyed the most was I was watching it with my son.
Yeah.
Okay. I have tried to keep professional wrestling away from my son for as long as I possibly can. Okay. For obvious reasons. But when Nia Jax slammed her head into the announce table and her head hit the iPad, my son was like, she just smashed her face into an iPad. And like, he gets iPads at school.
Yeah.
So like, it's still real to him, damn it.
Sure.
And so I think he's hooked. So
that was the hook?
Listen, for me, it was fucking Bam Bam Bigelow coming off the top rope with a diving headbutt.
That's impressive.
That's what hooked me. Now, granted, this was in like 1994, like possibly the worst year of wrestling ever, but like still, that's what I saw, and I was hooked. And then for him, this might be it. And I'm gonna watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, mostly to see if I can see you.
Oh,
but like
yeah.
other than that, I'm gonna watch WrestleMania, and I'm sure he's gonna watch too.
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried because like it has the potential to be really good.
It does have the potential to be really good.
It has the potential to be really good.
Really good.
And I really hope it's not, because I want him to do other things with his life.
I like Patrick Fenton and I both have tickets to this event. I'm going for my money's worth, okay?
Can he go, I'd rather him go to the symphony. Can he go to the ballet? Like, can he go do something else?
Listen,
like
I got night one.
Else.
I got night two. I'm doing WWE World that Friday. Like, got the whole package.
You got the world ticket.
We got the world tickets. Yep. So we're going to go
and
do some shopping and buy some stuff I probably don't need. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of money I probably shouldn't spend. I'm going to buy a lot of stuff. Like, I am buying.
Well, if you find a fanny pack,
if I can find a good fanny pack, I will. I'll try to send you one out.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't regret not getting that fanny pack. And I've looked online. You can't find it.
What, that Rumble one?
Yeah, you can't find it.
I mean, yeah, but like,
it wasn't there at the venue. I'm so shocked.
I feel like in a world of fanny packs, like, there are better ones.
I mean, there are.
Yeah.
But like, I was there.
You were there.
Like, I saw the show of Complete Heat until the final finish, and then it ended up being Heat, but then not Heat.
Right.
At the end.
Yeah.
But Patrick Fenton in the chat says, Rhea and Niall was fine, but it shouldn't have been the main event. It would have been a fine Raw main event. I completely agree with that. And it says, he wants to make plans to hook up with you in Philly. So you got to make sure you.
He and I already talked about that.
You guys go to what's the fucking place with the cheesesteaks? Tony's.
Tony Mama Luke's.
Well, Tony went to jail.
I was gonna say, didn't one of them just go to jail?
Yeah, one of them went to jail.
Yeah, was it like tax evasion or something?
Wait, you bought a Royal Rumble fanny pack? How the fuck did you get a Royal Rumble fanny pack?
He was at the Rumble.
Oh, that's right, he was there.
We literally hung out with him. He came to your house.
See, the thing is, like, Syracuse is so far away that, like, I forget sometimes the travel.
This man flew all the way down to Florida, spent time in your home.
We had a wonderful time.
We had a great time.
Patrick, I apologize. You know, had a couple.
Patrick, you should understand where he's at right now.
But this is not the first time I've looked like an idiot in the past week.
No.
Couple days, actually. Listen, I did probably the stupidest thing.
Okay.
And it made me probably look like... Here's the thing. I don't know how this happened. I have really smart kids. Like, my daughter is in 7th grade taking ninth grade classes. My son's current grade point average is a 4 solid. Like, I don't know. Like, I was never smart. I was not, you know, I was somebody who was undiagnosed ADHD for his entire life until his fucking 30s. So I don't know how these kids have it. But so we get a letter home in my son's take-home folder, right? And it is addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Walters. And you're like, oh fuck. They use shoot names.
Ooh.
Like this is serious shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right? And we open it up and it says, "Dear Sir or Madam, we would like to test your child." And I'm like, oh my God. Like, what don't I know about? Like, I feel like I'm a good parent. Like, I'm observant. Like, I know things, right? And so I get this and I email the teacher. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like did something happen? Like, what did you see? What did you know? Who did you work for? And we get the response back of like, stupid. Your child is gifted. Like, your child is really smart.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to test them to see if they can like skip a grade or something. Oh. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I look like an idiot. Like I didn't pick up on like the positive part of that. I was all like, oh no, what's wrong?
Is this one of those situations where like you don't read the entire email? So you respond with questions that they've already addressed?
Totally. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
And it's just like, as the teacher, like I think about this from like the teacher's perspective. Like, you have this child who is miles above everybody else.
Right.
And then you send home like this like gift of opportunity. And then the parent are like, "Daddy, what's this all about?" What? You're gonna test my child? Like, I felt like a real Floridian. Like, what are you doing to my child?
Oh my God, it's finally rubbing off on you. Listen, I don't want you testing my kids about anything. Like, they know what they know. We're gonna leave it at that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh no.
Have you heard the thing about the fucking measles over here?
No. Do I want to hear about the thing about the measles?
So apparently there's a measles outbreak.
Yeah, as it happens when you don't, take care of that beforehand.
Right. There's a measles outbreak, and it's like in our county.
Yeah. That's
type of thing.
It spreads.
And it like fucking gangbusters, apparently. And that's a reference for you kids. Look that up.
Okay.
But there was a message sent home that says that from the school district, and of course, like They just have to tell you what they're told to tell you.
Yeah.
Type of thing. You know, like people up in Tallahassee have themselves an agenda, and they push it on the rest of us folk here in Central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them agree with it, but like I don't. So like, what the fuck? But anyway, we got this message back home saying like, we understand that there's a measles outbreak. Here are the symptoms of measles. If you think your child has measles, it is up to you whether you think your child should be quarantined or not.
Okay. I mean, look, at the end of the day, and listen, I'm just saying this as like a bystander on the outside looking in, just
as a Texan,
as a rootin' tootin' Texan. I got something to say about you Floridians down there.
Mm-hmm.
If like as a parent, not that I'm a parent,
you got cats.
I got 2 cats. That counts as 1 kid. I would imagine that a parent would ultimately decide whether or not their child is quarantined. Because you could tell, and this is just like this is not me saying that this is what I believe in. Okay, just want to make that perfectly clear. I can
for the record, he's a nihilist. So
anarchy all the way.
I believe in nothing.
I believe in nothing. I drink nothing but water that I find in my backyard.
Which we got to talk about that.
What, water?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But like, I would imagine that a parent with a child would ultimately make the decision on whether or not that child would be quarantined. We'll say in the home, because if they if that parent gets a letter that says, "Hey, your child has measles," or "Your child was exposed to measles,"
right?
Please quarantine them. At the end of the day, the parent will or will not do it.
Here's the thing. Like, as a parent, I have a rule, okay? And it's for myself, it's for my children, it's for my spouse, it's for anybody. Everybody should follow this fucking rule.
Okay.
At the bare minimum, really. If you have a fever, stay the fuck home.
Stay home.
Stay the fuck home. Like that is a general rule that everybody should have. You got a fever, stay the fuck home.
Yeah.
Period. So with the measles comes a fever. So like I'm covered. But the thing is, the government feels, and Florida feels that the government is overstepping, but the federal government feels that people are not responsible enough to make these rational decisions. So, thusly, they put in place these rules, not laws, but rules that state such. Stay the fuck home when you have a fever.
Yeah.
Florida goes ahead and says, you can't tell me what to do. And you can't tell the people of Florida what to do. So we're going to leave it up to the people of Florida to figure out. But the problem is the federal government is right.
Yeah.
Most people are fucking assholes.
Most people are dumb.
And they don't know how to raise people because it's fucking hard. And nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. So, like, you're just giving it your best fucking guess and trying to use common sense and logic. But a lot of people don't fucking have that to begin with.
Yeah.
So, if everyone just stuck to the fucking rule of, hey, asshole, if it's above 98.6, stay the fuck home.
It's also a situation, too, of, like, why do you not want to take care of yourself? Like, do you think you're going to turn into a libtard if you don't go to work that day?
Because Joe Biden will win. He'll raise your gas prices 5 cents.
Gas down here is doing great.
What you at?
I mean, like, we've been below 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, we've been stuck at like 310.
No, we've been like fluctuating between like 250 and 299.
Fenton, what you at with them Cuomo
Fenton,
taxes?
well, yeah,
Like,
what's
the deal?
what's Cuomo got you at these days?
Is it like $7?
Is Cuomo even still around?
Hey, I think he went to jail.
No.
I'm not sure.
Wait, who's the? Hang on, I need to look this up. No, dude, this is the fucking governor is Kathy Hochul.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's not Cuomo. Didn't Cuomo get popped
like,
for like sexual assault or something?
I mean, his brother ain't doing great.
What happened? Oh, what happened with Andrew Cuomo? According to CNN, in August 2021, the New York Attorney General's office found that Cuomo had sexually harassed 11 women and created a hostile work environment. He resigned. He quit.
Oh, he's a quitter.
Yeah, his brother did like the same thing.
Why the fuck he write that book then?
Who? Andrew?
Yeah.
The whole thing was a cash grab, homie.
Well, I know it was a cash grab.
Yeah, he took advantage.
Listen,
he got the
can
bag.
we come up with a good cash grab? Like, I'm ready for a good
Brother,
cash
we've been
grab.
trying to come up with a cash grab for the past fucking 9 years.
We got a really good one coming up.
We got a really good one coming up.
Cash.
Listen, we're getting to a good place now, okay? We're starting to build some traction, despite what a lot of people say. We're about to hit our mark, okay? Just you wait.
So excited.
2024,
So
we're taking
excited.
off.
I really hope it can pay for like what it costs to do this show. 'Cause, like that's all I'm
Just
looking
the
to
service fees alone, like
it's really expensive to put on this show for 6 years and see nothing in return.
It's like every indie wrestling show I've ever been to. Listen, man,
Oh,
all
I
we're
know.
trying to do is break even, okay?
And when we do, we're spending the rest at the bar.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's what
The bar and lookers, man. That's what we're doing. Oh hell.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, I figured where we were. But yeah, like y'all down there in Florida, you need to just stay safe. That's all I say. Just stay safe.
Listen, here's
Be
the
careful.
thing. As a man who is 35 years old, about to turn 36.
Oh, fuck.
Here's the best piece of advice I can give anybody. Period. Don't pay attention to anything.
I think that's part of the problem, though.
But the thing is, right, I have enough on my plate of getting out of bed in the morning,
Sure.
getting the kids on the bus, getting a little bit of exercise in, working all day, making dinner or helping to make dinner, eating dinner, spending an hour and a half with your kids before they have to go to bed, and then just trying to fucking calm the fuck down for the rest of the evening, and doing that day after day after day. Like, I'm sure there's fucking tragedies and horrible things happening in the world. I'm trying to get to tomorrow.
I've been feeling a lot of that lately too. Where I'm just like, yeah, there's a lot going on. I just need to move forward. I need to not.
If everybody just tried to get to tomorrow, it would be a much happier world.
Yeah, and just like mind your business.
Mind your business.
Your business.
And look at yourself.
Yeah.
There's not enough self-actualization going on. Listen, stop trying to tell everybody else what to do and just figure your own shit out.
Yeah. But also, don't be an idiot. Like stay home if you're sick, and take appropriate measures for healthcare treatments.
Take Claritin.
Take a Claritin.
For fuck's
Or an
sake,
Allegra.
it's hay season.
It is. It's starting to warm up out here in Texas. So like all the allergens are starting to pop up, and I gotta Dude, I got.
Oh, this is a fucking perfect segue
Oh,
into water.
I was gonna say
They
you were
want
gonna talk about water.
I want to talk about the H2O.
Okay.
So, and this has to do with our yearly goals
Yeah.
that we talked about.
Oh, we have those.
And I need your help
Oh shit.
here with this. We're doing this live, like
Yeah, we are.
fucking springing it on you. So I hope you got something good. So I made a goal for this year to have a floating goal every month.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So in January, my floating goal was to do 10 meditations throughout the month.
Mm-hmm.
I hit that goal perfectly fine. And I will continue to meditate for the rest of my life.
Really?
Because it is phenomenal. It is so important.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps me so much. If you are not meditating, do it. Give it a try. Like there is an app, the Fit On app. You can download it for free. There is a premium version. You don't fucking need it. The only thing with the premium version lets you stream it to a TV. Like you have your phone, you have headphones, you're fine.
Also, like Smart View or Smart Cast, whatever you got. Just
whatever you got.
Yeah.
Anyway, download it. It's free. They have guided meditations. I 1000% recommend them.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the first goal. For this month, which we are finishing up today. Today is the last day of the month. It is a goddamn motherfucking leap year. So if you were born on today, I'm sorry. Then you're 4 or like 3 technically or whatever the fuck, because it's like every 4 years or some shit. Yeah. I don't know how leap years work. Anyway, the point being, it's February. My goal for this year was that I was going to try to do the thing where like you drink enough water, like you're supposed to like they say you're supposed to drink like 120 ounces of water a day. It's a lot. Okay. It's a lot of water. It's a lot to ask of somebody. Like, as a man who likes to drink his morning coffee, that's a lot of liquid to begin with, and that's 8 ounces. So, like, you're asking me to drink 120 more on top of that. So, I said, I want to go 10 days of drinking the recommended amount of water.
Okay.
I did not make that goal.
It's 104 ounces, by the way. According to Harvard.
Oh, what do they know? They're keeping Asians out. Like,
okay.
Look, Google it. It's a huge scam. So, anyway, I struggled a lot this month with this floating goal. Okay, I'm not wrong.
No,
I'm not wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong. It was just a shock to me. Sometimes I don't follow the news. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, listen, like not all facts are helpful, not all facts are useful, but they're still facts.
They're still facts,
regardless.
Yeah. Of all the things you avoid the news like the plague, but you just pull that out.
Listen, if it's a conspiracy, I know about it. Okay.
Okay. Continue. What about your water?
So I struggle with this. I'm at the point now where like it is met. I mean, obviously it's the last day of the fucking month. I didn't meet the goal. Okay. 120 ounces a day. It's a lot of water to drink. However, for me, I found the solution. And finding the solution was more valuable than the goal itself. Okay? Because it taught me a life lesson. Okay? So I would start the day with like one of these. Okay? This is filled with Jack and Coke right now.
But you don't start the day like that, right?
I don't start the day like that.
Are you sure?
Not Jack and Coke. But like, so one of these is 16 ounces of water. Okay. I don't know what the math is, but it's a lot.
Wait, okay. Like, how many of those do you drink a day?
Well, this is 16 ounces.
Yes.
I have to drink 120. Divide. What, Christy, you're recovering like namaste. Whatever that ends up being, right?
It's 7.5 cups of water.
Okay, it's too many. Is the idea.
How is that too many?
Because I can't remember. Like, I can't keep track. Okay?
Oh, wait. How can you not keep track? You're literally holding the cup, and when it gets empty, you don't go fill it?
No, I do. That's
Okay.
the thing. I do. But, like, I'm like, I drink one, and then I'm like, wait, is this 3 or 4? Is this 5 or 6?
How do you have a habit tracker, and this is something that you can't focus on?
The problem is, like, it's too much. And I learned something about myself, okay? The thing I learned about me is that I'm a busy man, okay? I got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yep.
Got a lot of pots a boiling type of thing. So,
Got a lot of pot burning.
where everything turned around was I went to the Ollie's, the good stuff.
Ah, yeah. You guys took us to the Ollie's.
And I found myself Big Bertha. Okay. Jesus. This is 64 ounces.
You're so simple.
Of water.
Yeah.
So it maths out to 2.
Yeah.
Homie can count that. Okay. And the thing is, ever since I bought that, I've hit my goal every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And what I realized is that it's not enough. Listen, like, as a person, like me, myself, I'm like, reach for the stars for everybody. Because, like, you can do it. You just have to fucking have the mental focus and shit. But it's also about giving yourself the right tools. And that's really what I realized here is, like, figuring out what these floating goals should be is figuring out what I want out of life and then giving myself the right tools to get that, right? So, like,
yes.
I didn't succeed in this goal. But now I've got the tool
You have
to
the
where
solution.
I have the solution and I will not fail for the rest of the year. So it was a lesson learned. And I'm just imparting this lesson on to everybody else to say, hey, figure out what you want out of life. And then, like, capitalism, like, go buy it.
I mean, you know what? You did identify a challenge, and you figured out a solution. So good for and hey, if it works for you, that's great.
Listen, like money can't buy you love, but like love can't buy you shit.
Well, I mean, money can buy you love for a night,
one night only,
or you know.
Unless you're doing residency.
If you're a return buyer, I mean, I guess you could buy love for a couple of nights.
Do they have punch cards?
That would be an interesting concept, wouldn't it? But I feel like you shouldn't get one free like after 5. It should be like
no
5, and then you get a free Subway sub.
Like you get to use the beverage cart downstairs.
Yeah. You get you get to pick out like a nice bag of Lay's. Get it?
Help yourself to the fridge.
Help yourself to the fridge. You got a nice bag of plain Lay's and a hot dog. God damn it, Patrick.
Oh, fuck. We've talked about so many things.
I don't know if we can go any further.
I mean, we still have 15 minutes.
I mean, okay, this is something I want to bring up. Do we need to hit 60 minutes every week?
We don't.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we can go long too. Like when it's necessary.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, hey, listen, I'm always okay to go a little bit longer if that's what the people need, you know.
I mean, I've started making a list of things to talk about. Oh, good Lord, Patrick.
Patrick, what are you doing?
Whenever you open at the Funny Bone, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'll be first in line. I've got like 4 more topics.
Why? Okay.
Because the thing is, like, I can't remember anything. So I'm like, let me start writing things down. Cause like that'll help me be like, hey, I mean, especially with this, like we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So like a lifetime of shit has happened.
See,
Like,
you and I bank stories very differently because I feel like you do keep a log of like everything.
A hefty log.
A hefty log. You certainly carry that around. Where me, I'm like, oh, I've got a very specific story I want to tell, and then by the time the show starts, I'm just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, the situation worked itself out. It's no longer relevant. That's just,
it's not interesting. It's
not
funny.
It's no longer interesting to me in that moment. Like I had a very specific emotional response at the time, but now I'm just like, I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's great.
I got nothing.
I mean, oh, so you're done.
I mean, I'm sure I can think of something, but I'm just like, I mean,
but
nothing.
You don't have 5 stories at the ready.
I can't say that I do have 5 stories. Nothing. I mean, I probably have 5 stories, but like nothing that I care to talk about on this show because they are not interesting to anybody.
That's fair. I mean, neither's my shit, but I tell it anyway. Well, so
this is why I'm saying we don't always need to go an hour long. Okay, you got 5 minutes to tell a story, and then we're going to wrap up.
All right, so I think I got to talk about the couch.
Okay. You had brought up the couch.
I brought up the couch.
Remember,
so
you got 5 minutes.
I have 5 minutes. Oh, fuck.
This is a challenge for you because you tell long-ass stories, sir.
Listen, I know how to spin a yarn, okay? So
maybe make a T-shirt instead of a sweater this time.
Motherfucking Rumpelstiltskin over here. Anyway. So I do have a reputation to uphold. That's very true, Fenton. So lately, we've been killing it with the thrifty finds.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just recently got ourselves a new liquor cabinet.
Dude, you know, great pickup.
Great pickup. We're you know, it was an old mid-century modern liquor cabinet that we found at the Goodwill for $25.
Nice.
So it was a steal, and we're gonna end up painting it. It's gonna be dope. But one thing we've really been in the market for is a new couch. Because when we moved into the house, the wife was dead set. She's like, listen, I grew up with a Barbie dream house, you know, which perpetually led her to a life of wanting something that was, you know, pink and very, you know, futuristic like. And so she's like, I want a pink couch. And so when we moved into the new house, I'm like, honey, we're going to fulfill dreams here. You know, we moved across the country. We're here to go. We're going hard. Buy yourself a pink couch. So we bought ourselves a pink couch with a coupon for Wayfair, and it arrived, and it's a piece of shit. Fucking sucks. It's the most uncomfortable fucking couch on the face of the planet, to the point where, I mean, you guys were over. You never sat on it. You're like, we're not even gonna try. We're gonna sit at the dining room table,
like, you know, a couple times.
I sat in chairs. You didn't enjoy it. You didn't enjoy it.
I'm more and more becoming a chair guy.
See, you're a man who I feel like likes his space.
I do.
Like, yeah. You're not a cuddler.
No, I mean, I am.
Are you?
Yeah. I am. Oh, believe me.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Get in these arms. You ain't gonna leave.
Okay. Well, you know, we'll have to, when Christy gets back on, we'll have to see if that's a true statement or not, because she usually calls you out when.
Oh yeah.
She's got no problem with that.
No.
But anyway,
got called out earlier.
Sure did. So we've been in the market for a new couch, right? And we've been looking on the Facebook Marketplace because, like, listen, like, we're not wealthy people, you know. We're considered. I think we're still lower class, technically.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Medicaid. I don't know what that means, but like, I got the approval letter the other day.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, point being is we're lower class people. We look for thrifty finds when we can. So we're on the Facebook Marketplace, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the Facebook Marketplace, and what we're really looking for is we want a couch that is comfortable, that is unique, and that is something that, you know, you sit in the couch and it creates like a conversation pit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, like we have a living room TV, but like we want to create an atmosphere to where like the people are really where it's at, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Hell
But
yeah.
like where it's at is right at the conversation pit. So we've been looking for a sectional, essentially. It's a long way of saying that. And our house essentially is the aesthetic is 1950s futuristic. So like what those fuckers thought the future was, look, we're into that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's like a mid-century modern type of thing.
Sure.
So this couch comes up on Marketplace. That is a mid-century modern couch. And it pops up with make me an offer. And it is within, you know, it's 45 minutes to an hour away. So like there's a drive involved.
Okay.
But we got ourselves a minivan, and the couch is not in great shape.
Yeah, okay.
It is not in great shape, but it is a mid-century modern couch, so it is unique. It is something interesting. It is something that would go with our house. So, just out of the blue, I shoot the guy a message who posted it, and I said, hey, man, $50 and I can pick it up in an hour.
There you go.
And he says, okay. I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So now I gotta I gotta message the wife. I'm like, hey, we gotta go like now. Like we gotta leave. We got an opportunity here. You know, we gotta put the kids somewhere, but like we'll figure that out. Like, but we gotta go. We gotta go get this couch. So we drive ourselves down about an hour away to get this couch. We had to take like the seats out of the van. We got ourselves a minivan for such an occasion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we drive down, and we're driving down to this house, and we're passing by all these houses, and we're like, oh my God, these houses are gorgeous.
Oh, is it another one of these situations?
Like, I mean, it's not like the other situation, but it's, you know, they're not $1 million houses, but like, it's a nice neighborhood, you know, which for somebody who, I mean, we live in a nice neighborhood, but like, it's a nice neighborhood comparatively.
Sure.
So you know, like, but you actually get into like a nice neighborhood, like, oh goddamn, like people thought about architecture here, like people actually put some thought into this neighborhood, and we pull up to the house, and when you're looking at the house, the front wall, like you look at a house straight on, you know, usually got the front door, maybe you'll see like a room off to the side or another room off to the side or whatever. The whole front of the house is a glass window.
Okay.
So you're looking into the house when you pull up, right? Ain't nobody fucking in the front room because like everybody's going to see, essentially.
Yeah.
So we walk up to this house. It's gorgeous. We see the couch. It's in rough shape, but it's a nice couch.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, hey, you know, like we're here for the couch, and they're like, okay, great. And we start talking to the people that have the couch, and they're like, oh, like where did you get the couch? And they're like, oh, we bought it in New York. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm from New York. And they're like, oh, I'm from New York. Like, of course you are. Like, you're in Florida. Everybody in Florida is where or has been where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it works. Every time. The husband was from New York. The wife was from Illinois. I am from New York. My wife is from Illinois. That's just how it works out. Every time you ever talk to somebody in Florida, it's how it goes. Everyone knows where it's shitty and they leave. So we bought the couch and we're packing it up, and and the wife is in tears. She does not want to sell the couch.
Oh no.
She bought the couch 20 years ago at like a flea market in New York City and is very sentimental about the couch. The husband, if the couch could be gone yesterday, he'd be thrilled. Like as she is crying, he is telling me to pick up the other end of the piece of the sectional so we can carry it out of
go.
He's like, can this leave
now,
please? And so as we're in these people's house, and as I said, it was a mid-century modern couch, we're looking around at every other piece of furniture that they have, and it's a gorgeous house, and they have top-of-the-line mid-century modern fucking everything. And we're like, oh shit, these people got some money. And like I'm commenting on their stuff, and I'm commenting, this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Just saying nice things, and I see like they've got like a record player, like a like a 1950s nice ass fucking record player over there. I'm like, hey bro, nice vinyl.
Yeah.
And he's like, great, I'm in a band. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, is that what you do? And he's like, yeah, like me and the missus are professional musicians who play in a band. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool, man. Like what kind of band do you play in? And he's like, oh man, like most people haven't heard of it before. It's like we play in a shoegaze band. And I'm like, I mean, I know what shoegaze is. Like shoegaze. So shoegaze. So if you ever heard of the band My Bloody Valentine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is like the like most well-known shoegaze band of all time. Okay, that kind of like very ethereal noise.
Okay,
just kind of like they call it shoegaze because the guitar player is playing with so many fucking effects on his pedals. He's just staring at his feet the whole time he's playing. So it's shoegaze is where that comes from.
Okay.
So and me, I like shoegaze. So I'm like, oh fuck, man. Like I like My Bloody Valentine. And he's like, oh shit. So like we're bonding over that for a minute. And he's telling me all this shit. Now I say all that to tell you this. Most shoegaze music is bullshit.
Okay.
Most of it fucking sucks.
Sure.
Because most of it is noise.
Yeah.
Like there are like one or two bands that are like good that can put together a song, but most of it is just like dudes who are fucking high off their ass playing with pedals making noise. So like I'm fucking like, yeah, I like shoegaze music, but like at the same time I'm like what you play it probably sucks.
Yeah.
More than likely. So he tells me the name of his band. And I'm like, okay, cool. His wife's fucking crying as we're carrying out pieces of like the sectionals.
That's still the funniest thing to me.
And he's telling me about the equipment he has. Like he's dropping like pedal names and like Marshall amps and shit, and she's in tears.
Yeah.
And they have cats and shit that are just running around, and as we're taking this out and what have you. And he's talking to me about how there's a stain on the couch because they used to have bands crash at their place all the time. Okay. And, one time got a little crazy and
somebody jacked it on the couch.
Well, he claims it's liquor got spilled on the couch, but they couldn't get the stain out. I'm like, brother, that is not liquor. I don't want to know what it is, but that's fine. Like we're gonna fix it up anyway. It's not the point. But anyway, we leave the house and immediately I put on their music. I'm like, okay, like we gotta find out who these people. So for any of you people listening, it's the Stargazer Lilies is the name of the band.
That came right up.
We give them they're a well-known fucking band. Like they are a touring well known with a
Oh.
decent following and record label fucking band.
Okay.
And we're listening to them like, oh, these guys are like, most shoegaze is bullshit. Like, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, they're not bad.
Okay.
And they have a following, and like, so halfway home, I'm just like, I want to message that guy. Like, I want to be friends with that guy.
You should be friends with
like,
that guy.
Like, hey man, I bought your couch. Like, can we hang out? Like, do you want to see the couch? Like,
Be like, hey, if you and your wife come over, she can hang out on the couch anytime she wants.
you can hang out on the
Yeah.
like, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to them, and I'm just like, I'm starting like to add songs to playlists
Sure.
and stuff. I'm like, I just bought these people's couch. Like, we're gonna recover it and shit, but like, and here's the most important part of the whole story. Okay. Because we looked up the couch when we got it home. If the couch was in semi-decent condition, not even perfect condition, but semi-decent condition, it's a $6,000 couch. We bought the couch for $50. Okay. And here is the key to it. When I was bullshitting with the guy said, yeah, man, like when we listed the couch, and keep in mind, he's done all the drugs. Like so much acid has been done on this couch. I'm kind of worried. Like, we need to give it a good washing.
Okay.
Just to be sure. But like, the thing that he said was, hey man, like, yeah, we got like bombarded with messages and emails and like people were like offering a lot of money for the couch, but like, man, you just made it easy. Like,
You son of a bitch.
he's like, you're just like, yeah, I've got cash and I'm coming right now. And like, man, like, I don't want to deal with this. And that's the thing, folks. Like, if you want something, just make it easy.
Just make it easy.
That's what people want.
Yes.
People want a stress-free, easy experience. And that is how you get a $6,000 couch for $50.
Well, folks, he only went 10 minutes over, but damn, was it a great story.
It's worth it.
Worth it.
It's worth
All
it,
right.
man.
Let's bring this shit home. Folks, we do this show each and every Wednesday night unless we have to push it to Thursday or bump it up to a Tuesday or skip it altogether. But you can be sure to catch us right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV when you hit that subscribe button and ring that little notification bell. Hey, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of our content. We'll certainly talk to you if you do. You can also follow us on the socials at BrainWreckTV on the Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it. Facebook, we're there. Instagram, we're there too. Here, though, this is where you need to be and watch old content.
That's right. And on top of that, we have a lot coming down the pike.
Mm-hmm.
We've realized, folks, apparently you have to actually do some work if you want this fucking YouTube thing to work out. So, like, we have actually put some investment into this channel. You will see some announcements coming out soon, but be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow us on social media for those announcements. Big things are coming.
Yes, they are. That's all I got.
So that's it for this week. I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
This has been your show.
Peace.